So I've got some awesome news today. The last shadow fork in the Ethereum network has been done. So a shadow fork is basically like it's a patch, which is also a small part of an update. So basically how you would update an app on your phone, but instead of doing the whole update, they just do small parts of it, which is called patches. But it's just because to do a whole update on the Ethereum network can be very dangerous. I mean, it can bring down the whole network, and they're obviously trying to avoid that. So what they're doing is instead of doing a big patch, they basically just cut it into small pieces, and then they're doing one piece at a time. And then after they do that piece, they will then look at all the servers or the nodes in the Ethereum network. Well, actually not the Ethereum network anyway. In a lot of computer systems, if they talk about a node, it just usually means a server. So they look at all the servers and they make sure that all the servers are fine and the updates are going smoothly. Then they'll do the next patch or the next shadow fork, like they call it in the Ethereum network. So now what's happened is they've done the last one. The last one has been successful. There's roughly about 84% of the Ethereum servers have been updated, and they're live and they're ready. They're basically ready for the switch over, which is the merge. So this basically means that the code, so this update is code. This code is on these servers now, but they're not executing. This code's not actually running. It's sort of dead code. It's just sitting there. Because this code that it updates now is basically code that does the proof of stake mechanism. But we're not running proof of stake yet. We're still running proof of work. So proof of work is obviously the old code. So right now we're still running the old code. As soon as we get to the terminal difficulty level, which is basically you can sort of calculate when we will get there, and that's about the 15th of September, which is in about 4 days from now. Or in America, it would be the 14th of September. That's when, as soon as we reach that threshold, the next block is basically like a group of hashes. What do you call it? Yeah, basically like the group of transactions. So a block is a major group of transactions. As soon as it gets to the next block, it will switch over from the old code to the new code. And then we will basically run proof of stake. And this is obviously going to happen on the 15th of September. I'll leave a lot of links in the description so you can check that out. You can see all sorts of graphs and stuff, and you can see sort of where we are. And if the date changes a bit, you'll see it there. And you can really see that if you just look at the Ethereum price, that people are very, very, very optimistic about this merge. Since the 13th of July, which is basically 2 months ago, it's gone up 70% in value. And now that is huge. That is massive. There's no other coin that comes close. Obviously, there's these small coins that basically are new and they'll shoot up like 300% in a day or whatever. But the market cap on those coins are very small. So the market cap on Ethereum is roughly, it's $250 billion. That's if you add all the Ethereum coins together. The total value of the entire Ethereum network basically is $250 billion. Now for that to go up 70%, that's huge in 2 months. So it shows you that there's a lot of optimism and a lot of momentum into this Ethereum merge. Now this actually brings an interesting question. If this merge is now successful, there's an interesting question we can ask now, and that's, what will happen to Solana and Cardano, also called ADA? Because these two coins are also proof of stake coins. And they used to be the biggest proof of stake coins. Now, I'm not talking about the Binance coin called BNB. I think it stands for Build and Build. That coin is obviously linked to the Binance exchange, so it's got some other value to it. Obviously, because it belongs to the exchange, it sort of has additional value. Where the Solana and Cardano coins, they basically just coins. Their whole competitive edge against the other cryptos was that they were proof of stake, which means they use less energy and their transaction rates are faster. But now that Ethereum is switching to proof of stake, they're no longer the biggest two. And just to give you the size of Ethereum, if you take the market cap of Solana, which is basically all the coins in the Solana network added together, you get a dollar value. I think it's either 11 or 17 billion. I can't remember now. And you do the same with Cardano. And you add them together and you times this by 7. That's the size of Ethereum. So Ethereum is a lot bigger than both of them added together. So it will be interesting to see what happens to Cardano and Solana. I would be a bit cautious if I do. I wouldn't buy Cardano or Solana right now. I would actually, if something goes wrong with the merge, then the opposite might happen. Then either Cardano or Solana might spike because they are in direct opposition of Ethereum. So we have to watch this very carefully. If there's a failure, those two coins are going to go to the moon, like literally. So yeah, that is your news for today, your crypto news actually. If you like this video, remember to press the button. And if you want to see more, remember to subscribe. This is Steve. Until next time, ciao.